Yo, here we go. This is our lesson 11.4. I'm actually doing this in front of a live student audience. They're not allowed to talk. Watch, they'll talk right now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No, you guys weren't supposed to talk. Anyways, what up? We here. We doing our thing. How about that? Let's do this. So, let's get started. We're introducing the volume of prisms and cylinders, so let's get to our first theorem. Make sure you guys write this down, everything here with the picture. Volume of prism is the product, that means multiplication, of the area of the base and the height. Okay, so our focus is last chapter we found this bottom piece right here, and all we really have to do is find the area of the base. It's what we call big B, so it changes depending upon what our base figure is, and then we just multiply it by h. So we're doing the same thing we did last chapter, but we're just adding on the fact that we're multiplying by h. So pretty easy. Let's go ahead and take a look at this other theorem. So we have volume of a prism, and then check it. We got the volume of a cylinder right here. The only difference is our base, we're still doing base times the height, but our base is always going to be the same in a cylinder. It's always going to be a circle. So we can actually just use pi r squared, which is this guy right there. And yeah, so here we go. Let's continue on to a couple examples and get a little bit of practice. So let's go. That one's not funny. All right, let's. I'm dying. I'm not really dying, just saying. All right. What's one of my other things I have to say? All right, you ready to do this problem? Because we in here. I feel like I could say that better. We in here. We in here. It's horrible English. Moving on. Here we go. What's the volume of a rectangular prism? The main piece right here is we got to make sure we know which is our base figure. What's great about the rectangular prism is we can use a lot of different pieces as a base figure. So you just have to select what piece you want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to say this is my base figure. Base doesn't mean it has to be the bottom piece. Okay, so I'm going to find the area of that piece right there. So we're going to get volume equals big B times the height. So we're going to use this as our base. It's a rectangle, so our big B is going to be 10 times 20. And then we just multiply it by the height. Okay, and the height is going to be 24. Now again, we can do this in a lot of different ways. I'm choosing to do it this way. So that right there, I use the same color. Shouldn't I use the same color? Dang it. So there is our height. Again, we could set this up in a different way, and we'd still get the same answer. So we multiply all those together with a trusty rusty calculator. I got this calculator for free, #blessed. Multiply it all together now, and we get our answer of 4,800, and we're using 3 dimensions, so it's not going to be squared anymore, but now it's going to be cubed. How about that? Okay, so there it is. All right, so that's cool. I think I used up all my cool lingo, so let's move on to our next problem then, I suppose. So triangular prisms are slightly different. We have to use the triangle as our base figure. So our base figure here is going to be this triangle. And to find the volume, we still use big B times H. This time the big B is going to be a triangle, so we're going to do 1/2. I just got this in, by the way. So I'm going to read this important message, and it says, famlit. I'm not really sure what that means, but that's cool. Oh, dang it. You should have put an apostrophe. Okay, so this triangle is super fam. Did I use that correctly? This triangle is super lit.
Hey, that's better.
Alright, I will figure out when to use fam. Here we go. So big B here is a triangle. We're going to do half base times height of the triangle. I'm only looking at this blue piece right here. And we get 10 times 6. See how 10 is our base and our height because they make perpendicular? So we get 10 times 6. Okay, and that's going to be 60 divided by 2. So I get 30 is the big B. So we got big B right there. And then our height, so we want to say how far is it from one base triangle to the other base triangle? It's going to be 5. So our height is 5. And that's really hard to see that color, so I'm not going to use that color. Let's use red. Much easier to see. And we're going to do 5 times 30, and I get 150 square meters. Oh wait, it's not squared. We're talking volume, so it should be what, class?
Cube.
Wow. It should be cube. That's right, fam. Did I use it well?
Yeah.
Alright, nice. I'm learning. Speaking of fam, I'm going to find out about my fam today, so let's chill. Those were ladies that just odd. All the guys were like, ugh. Here we go. So again, base times height, base figure might change. Alright, so here we go. Next problem. Alright. These guys right here are the easiest of all because we don't have to guess what the figure is. It's always going to be the same for us. But we have the black screen of death right now, so I don't see anything. So I'm just going to like start dancing. What up? Here we go. How about that? Check it out. Let's go. Check out my fam. They lit. This just in. Special report. 45, 45, 90. We finna get lit with this. Okay. With Thursday? I don't know, man. I can't read that writing. Here we go. Volume of a cylinder. Since our base figure, we could use volume equals B times H. But when it comes to a cylinder, our B is always going to be the same. It's going to be a circle, and we find the area of a circle always by doing pi r squared. Okay? I want you to leave everything in terms of pi for most of what we're going to be doing. So you'll see that they say that quite often. R is the radius. We got 3, so this makes this pretty easy. So we just do pi 3 squared times, and then we do the height. That's the distance between the two base figures, so we get 8. So we just evaluate that. We get 3 squared is 9. Then multiply that by 8, and we get 72 pi. And this is still in cubic centimeters because we're talking about volume. Alright guys, we out of here. Everyone just cheer. There's only 4 people in here apparently. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out. #bless. Let's do this.